Hi everyone, I'm Eric Richardson, and in today's video we'll explore the new and improved ACS Secure Remote Access. This service makes it easy to securely connect to your ACS Camera Station Pro system from anywhere without complicated network setup or port forwarding. We'll go over the key new features, how the service works, and how to enable it. So currently, enabling Secure Remote Access version 1 requires logging in with a My ACS account. If you need to access multiple servers within your organization, the same My ACS account must be used across all servers. With Secure Remote Access version 2, onboarding is even simpler. You only need to connect ACS Camera Station Pro to connected services, and Secure Remote Access version 2 will be enabled automatically. Administrators, integrators, or installers simply need to complete this step once. From there, remote access can be shared with others by inviting users into the organization, assigning roles, and granting site-specific access as needed. So let's now go through the process of inviting a user to log in to a server within my organization. So click on Go to My Systems. Sign in with your My ACS account and submit your credentials. Enter your one-time password when prompted. Once connected to the organization, click the Quick Launch icon, which is at the top left, and select Users. So to start inviting users, click on Invite Users, and from here we can type in an email address. So here we want to invite Matthew Mead, and then we can click on Add. If you want to invite multiple users, just keep on typing their email addresses in the email address bar and press Add. In my case, I just want to invite a single user. So now we can go ahead and click Next. The next step is to assign roles to the user or users. For Matthew, we only want him to have access to the server by connecting from the client to the server using Secure Remote Access. To do this, select ACS Pro Secure Remote Access. Assigning this role will not allow him to access the My Systems web portal. It restricts him to using the client only. If instead we wanted Matthew to have access to the My Systems portal, we could assign him the viewer, operator, or even administrator's role, depending on the level of access required. Once the roles are set, click Next to continue. Here we can allow them access to different servers within this organization. In this case, I would like them to have access to all servers within the organization. So I select the tick box on the top of the tree directory and then click Next. Here I'll verify the summary, make sure everything is correct. Everything looks great, so I'll click on Invite User. This will then send an invite to that specific user, which they then need to accept the invite into the organization. Once they have done so, they'll be then free to log into ACS Secure Remote Access version 2 and start the login process. So let's go ahead and see how that process works. So now let's take a look at how a user logs into the system. If you're currently using Secure Remote Access version 1 and want to switch to Secure Remote Access version 2, you must first sign out of Secure Remote Access. You can switch back at any time by signing out of Secure Remote Access version 2 and selecting previous Secure Remote Access version. So here we can sign out of ACS Secure Remote Access. I'll say yes to that. As you can see down the bottom here, we can select previous Secure Remote Access version, and this will allow us to sign into the previous version. I'll go ahead and sign in to ACS Secure Remote Access version 2. Here I'll be prompted to enter in my ACS account. So I'll provide the details here, click Submit, and then again we have to enter in the one-time password. So once we've signed in, we'll be able to see all of our organizations that we are a member of. In this case, what I want to do is find my weekly track, which is here, and now I can log into my weekly track, and now I'll be able to sign in to those servers that I have access to in this organization. So I can go ahead and click on the radius button here for remote servers and select the drop down, and here we can see that we have several servers. The servers that have an asterisk next to them are the ACS Secure Remote Access version 2 servers. As you can see on the screen, if you hover over these servers, the dialog banner will indicate this. As you can see, we have some other servers as well, and we can see that these are local servers on the network. So in this case, we'll connect to one of our servers in the organization via Secure Remote Access version 2. So we'll go ahead and click Login. So now here we have to enter in our Windows user credentials and not the My Access credentials that we were just looking at. The system administrator must create a Windows account for you before you can log in. This could be either a local Windows account or an Active Directory account. In my case, I'll log in using my Active Directory administrator account. So here you can see that we've logged in using Secure Remote Access version 2, and we can identify that by these two links at the bottom, Secure Remote Access version 2, and we get to see how much data we've used this month. We can also verify that by clicking on Connected To, and here, if we expand status, we can see ACS Secure Remote Access version 2. We now want to connect to another server using ACS Secure Remote Access version 2. We can do so by going to the hamburger menu at the top right, selecting Servers and New Connection. From here, it's the same process as before. Click on the drop-down, select the server that you wish to connect to. In this case, this server right here, again indicating with an asterisk that this is an ACS Secure Remote Access server. Can go ahead and click on that, log in, we'll enter in the Windows credentials here, and we can now connect to this server. You can see down here at the bottom right, we are now connected to 2 servers using ACS Secure Remote Access version 2. So that concludes our overview of the new ACS Secure Remote Access. We've covered the key updates in version 2, how it enhances security and usability, and the steps required to upgrade. For more information, please refer to the official documentation and resources available on our website. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you very much. See you next time.